Okay, so what I want to do is I want to share a quick little excerpt by a speech that I watched by Ben Carson. And one of the main questions that he asked is, why was it illegal for us to educate our slaves? Back when there was a day of slavery, it was illegal to educate the slaves. Now, does anybody have a great little response to why it was illegal at that time to educate the slaves? Because when education is freedom. Yes, you have another ad? I'll get you next.
Because they could form an uprising or rebellion.
Right, so they could form an uprising and a rebellion. Because knowledge gives you power, and what? And they don't want them to be powerful. Austin, do you have another example? Talking about the days of slavery. Okay? So what I would like to do is, just kind of going back to that exact same point, is, ladies and gentlemen, you all hit it right on the head. Exactly, when the people that were in power, all right, what they wanted to do is they obviously wanted to keep the slaves where they're at. They knew and they understood that by giving them information or allowing them to read, to write, to learn basic mathematics, that was giving them power, right? Because once you give them access to an education, the sky's the limit, correct? You guys all believe that. And that was the reason why they imposed those. So they said, hey, it's illegal. You cannot educate these people because we know once they have an education or once they have access to an education, the sky's the limit for them, right? So ladies and gentlemen, it goes back when I look into this math class. And what I look at, this is some of the stuff. This is obviously what we're doing in this class. But when you guys look into a lot of you guys, why do we need to understand the stuff that we're doing in class? Why do we need to worry about completing the square? Why can't we just learn addition, subtraction, multiplication? All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, what that is it's all dealing with power. All right, the more and more information that you can possibly learn, the more and more powerful you're going to be. I don't expect you guys to be using what we learn in class in your everyday life, but that's not what it's about. All right, instead, by understanding the fundamentals that we're working through in this class, what that is doing is that's rising up your level in your power aware of what you're going to be able to do. Your understanding of the mathematics, what we're going to be able to do, is uplifting you, giving you more access to more knowledge and for more understanding of for anything that you're going to be doing in your real life. Would you guys semi-agree with that kind of statement? By understanding more and more mathematics, you're giving yourself more and more power to understand more and more stuff, to be able to do more and more stuff. Not just in mathematics, but for everything you do. It's just like reading. Once you start to learn how to read, then it doesn't matter what you want to read. You learn how to read, you can start reading everything you want to, learning about great and powerful people and everything like that. And then you can start following what they have done. The same thing with mathematics. The more we learn with mathematics, yes, you can maybe get by in your life with just knowing how to add, subtract, to be able to live just a life. But we're not trying to get you guys just to go and live a random life where you can just go to a job, come home, and go through there. The more and more powerful, the more and more mathematics you guys understand, the more and more what we're doing is increasing our society or giving you access to greater information. And it kind of makes me chuckle when I look down and I see that there was a day that we oppressed people and said, you cannot learn. You are not allowed to learn. You are not allowed to educate. And now we come to a day where we have this great amount of education, right? We have all the free access online, in school. It's free to you guys. All this stuff. And then also you look at me, telling people, oh, hey, put your phone away as I, go and explain for this. Oh, hey, I know you're tired today, but let's go and sit up. You guys, you have all this stuff in front of you. And I see a lot of you guys just seem like you're just wasting away. You're not taking advantage of it as you possibly could. All right? Because the information is the power. This is what gives you access to everything that you could possibly dream to work with. All right? So rather than me trying to create you guys and tell you and force you to have to go and learn all this stuff, I need you guys to understand that the power of the information of this stuff. Because once you guys know this, once you guys are able to do the mathematics, you guys understand you have so much more power over than anybody else. You have so much more of an understanding of everything you can do. And you guys need to understand that meaning, because it's not about you guys paying attention or doing all this kind of stuff. You need to understand the great information that you're allowed and everything that you can do with it. So I'll just kind of leave it at that. Go with it to there as